My mom's like, I need to get there. I need to come there. I need to see you. Mom. Now all of a sudden my mom's here. Shayla, the only car that they have available is a convertible Mustang. Hey guys, my name is Shayla and I make these videos every Wednesday. I've been traveling full-time since 2015, and if you are interested in hearing about traveling or just relatable life things, then subscribe. If you like these videos, please give it a like so that it tells YouTube that it's good. I live places for months at a time, so right now I'm living in Washington State for the next 4 months. Also, if you're interested in this sweatshirt, hey there, at the end of the video, I'll tell you when it's going live. I was going to New York last week, but instead I ended up in the hospital. I have a rash on my face. It's like all over my back, on my forehead. It's going down the side of my face. It's from the medication that I'm on. So I was gonna just ignore that and be like, hey guys, let me talk to you about jet lag. And if you're interested in that video, just let me know and I'll make that. I don't even know where to start with this, so I'm just gonna start. Last Sunday, a week and a half ago, I had a fever of almost 102 and I was like, ugh, I'm fine. We go into the emergency room. I take my temperature, they bring me back. The one person comes in with this like movable computer and starts taking my insurance information. Another person's coming in to take my vitals. Another person's coming in to give me an IV. Like, they're doing all the things at once. I learned that I cope by making jokes and laughing. I didn't really realize how much of a comedian I would become, but that was pretty funny. I'm sitting there getting all this stuff done to me and I'm like, man, this is like at the salon when someone does your toes the same time as they do your nails. And then the blood person comes in and I was like, oop, the vampire's here. Apparently it's not the first time he's heard that. Nobody likes them usually. So after they do it, if they do a good job, I'm always like, great job. Thank you. He just like kind of laughed at me and I was like, yeah. Then the IV person comes in. Can you watch the needle go in? I can't do that. My sister, when we were little, I think she had appendicitis, and I'm like watching the whole thing happen, and all of a sudden the nurse goes, you should maybe take her out of here. I was just ghost white and about to pass out. I just don't watch anymore. I just don't look. And Seth, he's like, oh, I have to look to make sure that they're doing it right. Okay, good, you watch. I told her, I was like, oh, this is just gonna be like the blood. It's super easy. And she's like, well, this is the bigger needle. And I was like, why would you tell me that? Look at Seth. I'm just so glad that this needle is so much smaller than the other one. She kind of paused. I was like, it's so small. So then they tell me, okay, you're gonna be admitted into the hospital. I'm gonna bring you up to the hospital in a little bit. And I was like, well, where are we? You're in the ER. I was like, oh, there's separate things. They were like, okay, do you want to walk up there? Do you want us to get a wheelchair? Or do you just want to go on the bed? Like a magic carpet? If you don't mind, I would just love to just lay here and just get there. Because I ate, they had to delay surgery until the morning, and the surgery was just like, oh, we need to go and check in for the infection. We were on our way to go get the surgery, and I have chills. There's an oven that's set at 102 degrees that they just pull these blankets out of and put on you, and it was magical. You're so cold, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh, warm. Seth could only come with me so far, and then I had to do it on my own. Into the little surgery room, and they like strapped me on the table and put my arms out. Anesthesia, I was like, ugh. I'm like waiting for them to be like, okay, we're gonna do the anesthesia now, so I'm gonna put this mask on, start counting backwards. They just put the mask on, and I think I was still talking through the mask while they were doing it. I think I was just like, making jokes, and then all of a sudden I was getting wheeled to Seth, and then I was like, I can walk to my bed. And then Seth had to go to school. While all of this is happening, my mom's like, I need to get there. I need to come there. I need to see you. I was like, Mom, you do not have to come. It's fine. And Seth was like, well, Shayla's like one of those people that's like hard on the outside and soft on the inside. She's gonna say not to come, but you should probably come. And I was like, Seth, how do you know me so well? Now all of a sudden my mom's here and she's like, Shayla, the only car that they have available is a convertible Mustang. Get your convertible and come on down. Come on up. It was like a relay team. When my mom got there, Seth passed the baton to my mom and Seth took off and my mom was there now. And so she was taking over so that he could go sleep, so that he could study and do class in the academy. So there's this like chair thing that Seth and my mom had to sleep on. Are you comfortable? Is that comfortable? It looks like plastic. And they're like, no, it's fine, it's fine. Asking Seth, like, what are some things that I should talk about? He said, talk about how uncomfortable the bed was that I had to sleep on and that your mom had to sleep on the other nights. Seth, you told me that was comfortable. He's like, yeah. I have this IV in, and every time they put a certain antibiotic in there, it burns. But I think it's fine because I don't want them to stick me with another IV. So I'm like, can we turn it down? And they were like, no, it's starting to get puffy and cold or something. So they had to do it on this side, and I was like, fine. So Messy melted it, and I just felt blood running down my arm, but it didn't hurt at all. Don't worry about the blood. I was like, it didn't even hurt, so it's fine. Just clean up the blood, it's fine. For some reason, I feel like I need to make them feel better. I'm constantly just trying to be like, thank you so much, you're so wonderful. Try to make them feel better. And then when the antibiotic went in, it didn't hurt anymore. But my mom is like me, or I guess I'm just like my mom. We are loud. We laugh a lot, we talk loud, we take up a lot of space. People were walking past our rooms just looking inside like, what are they doing in there? I get out of the hospital on Wednesday, and that's when I made that video. It was in the convertible. There was some medical emergency stuff. She leaves, I start taking my oral meds, and all of a sudden I start getting this rash all over. And it's just like mostly on my face and my neck and like the places that you can see really easily. I'm getting a rash, and they're like, oh, stop taking this medication. I was like, okay, thank you, bye. And it was really shitty. And just taking your health for granted and then all of a sudden getting it taken from you. I feel like everything happens for a reason. And like with depression, I used to be the person, oh, just be happy. Fake it till you make it. Go out and do stuff and be fun. Before I was in the hospital, I was so tired I didn't want to go anywhere. Seth was like taking me on outings, like walks and stuff, and I was like, this is helping a lot. I'm not making this video at all to be like, feel bad for me. This is how I'm making this video to say like, I sympathize so much harder with people who are experiencing health issues, mental health issues, physical health, whatever, because it is hard and you just take that for granted so much. And I've got these videos every Wednesday, so I put makeup on once a week at least and just like think about some fun stuff to talk about, but like, oh man. So comment below if you want to share what you've been going through or what's going on. I'm a sharer and that helps me. If you're not, then don't share. Also, this sweatshirt. Hey there. So there's a yellow one and there's a gray one, and I will be getting both, but I started with the yellow to see how the colors work together, and I love it. If you're a Patreon, you will be getting a discounted rate on these sweatshirts. If you're not a Patreon yet, still become a Patreon. How this is going to work is these will go live, these and these, and I've also got all of the things t-shirt. Nice. The font will be white. You can't see it, but it's like outlined in white. It looks kind of funky, so it's gonna be white print, so that's gonna be better. I'll do a separate video about the t-shirts so that you know when it's launching and all the details when it's finally finalized. If you're on my mailing list, you'll get it in an email. On Instagram, living on one way. There's a lot of ways that you can find out about it. Let me know if you want the jet lag video, if you watch the needle, or if you don't. If you have any good stories or bad stories about being in the hospital. Thank you guys all so much for watching. I can't talk. I will see you next Wednesday. Mwah. Alright, bye.
TT, I have a feeling when you come home this time, you're never gonna want to leave again. Tell your TT how much she's gonna love you. Who's in the mirror right there? He loves you. I love you. We love you. It's nap time, so we're also gonna put some moments. Bennett, can you say hi to your TT? There you go. Can you smile for Mama? She's gonna die. So that was beautiful, except for the drool right there.